back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami First. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And will be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 6, 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. This pass complete to Melton. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bo Melton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Now Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Lance now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. And Lance going to throw. Rolling to his left. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go.
On first down, Lance. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Again, it's Lance. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Lance. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now Lance again. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to reap.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Lance now on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. On play action, Lance. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Lance. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch it. 6.
Tua on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lance going to try to throw for this. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
from the gun, a run with Mostert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Swinging this out right here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lance now to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Tua to throw again. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And Lance's throw complete there to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Here's Lance. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Lance looking to throw. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, He needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Get ready.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To throw is Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Lewis Seen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the